Fatherson, Mark, Greg, Ross, hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the debut post-electric session here in Leith, one of the official top 10 coolest places in the world right now, apparently.
Oh, really? Amazing.
That's pretty cool.
It's because of the studio, I would assume.
Only assume.
Yeah. So you're doing a couple of tunes for the session. What are you doing?
So we're gonna do a song called Forest that was on our last album, and a cover we're actually resurrecting from when we did it on your show of a Coldplay song called God Put a Smile Upon Your Face.
Yeah, I was looking at the date of when that was for my BBC Radio Scotland show, when you actually did that, and it was almost 3 years ago.
Almost 3 years ago. The
First
smile's
album
still
time.
there. Yeah.
It's a really brilliant, heavy sort of version of the tune. I would assume that Coldplay would be pleased with it.
I do, I imagine.
It's Chris Martin as a metalhead of this.
It's pretty much. Tell us a little bit about what's been going on. 2016, probably the most successful year for the band. So many highlights. Name a couple of them. The Barrowlands, I assume, is probably top of the bill. Tell us about that.
Yeah, the Barrowlands is always the one to tick off. Basically, last year we got to release a new album, tour in Europe, do some amazing festivals we've never done before, and then finish off by headlining the Barrowlands.
Which
It
is,
doesn't get much better than that.
I think, the best venue in the world. I mean, people say it, but I genuinely think it's just perfect. What's so special about the Barrowlands to you guys?
I think it's, we went to so many shows there. It was like some of the first gigs we went to in Glasgow, like big ones. I remember standing watching bands in the Barrowlands going, I want to do that one day. That's got to happen. I think we've been really lucky to kind of tick off quite a few things from our bucket list of being in the band. And I think the biggest one on there was probably sell out the Barrowlands.
Yeah,
I
and
mean, I wasn't sure if that was ever going to happen, really.
Well, I mean, to play it, I would probably amputate part of my body. But to sell it out, well, it would have to be a full leg. The end of the year as well, you played Edinburgh's Hogmanay. That was the last time I saw you live. That's a pretty good way to finish off a stonking year.
Yeah, it was a lovely end to last year. It kind of tied it all off really nicely, and we've had like January to kind of cut out and write some new music and stuff before we head away. And we're off on tour up until like pretty much the end of April from next week.
So I'm looking at, that's about a month and a bit away. You've got a new auxiliary member of the band. Let's give him a shout. You've got an extra guitar player. He's actually here.
It's Handsome Chris.
Handsome Chris, as his mum calls him.
Yeah.
So Chris has just joined. What happened there then? You've gone from an extra guitar player to another extra guitar player.
We just keep getting new. It's a new year, new guitar.
That's the correct answer.
Yeah.
So you've just mentioned you're just about to go off on tour. It's a pretty enormous tour around Europe, and then back to the UK. You're playing with Mallory Knox as well.
Yeah.
Steep learning curve for Chris then.
Yeah. Well, Chris has played in bands before. He was the singer in a band, Nolan Conquerors. So he knows how to do touring.
He's the right man for the job.
The fact we've had a few days rehearsal, I think we'll get through the set. We'll be fine.
And of course, he's taking part in today's session as well. Tell us where you're going in Europe.
All over.
Yeah, we start off in Switzerland and we go to Germany and Italy and Holland and France and more Germany and Austria.
And
Then back to the UK.
Holland.
We said that,
Yeah, said that. All right, get it. I get it.
All over the place.
And you told me about sort of going over to Europe before. Is a particular sort of place that you want to spread the father-son word? Is it going well out there?
Well, we've been to Germany quite a few times now.
Yeah.
We did a show with Biffy last year. That was it was really good, and we've been over a few times. We did some shows with Augustine's, and we were promised jetpacks. So this will actually be like our first headline European tour. We did a couple of jamming dates, like 3 in a row, like a wee mini tour thing, but we've been kind of itching to get out and just do like a headline run over there.
No, it looks good. And then Mallory Knox, it should be quite nice sized venues.
Yeah, it
should
should
really
be
good.
big.
And so going on tour, so it's us and Lonely the Brave and Mallory Knox. Lonely the Brave have been good friends of ours for years now, so it'd be nice to get a chance to go back out on tour with them.
Right. Well, I'm an Island, first album, open book. I hear that you're quite prolific as a writer, Ross, and as a writer in amongst the band as well. 30 songs written for the next record?
Not quite yet, but 30 songs written up in the run, a couple of months up to open book, and I think we're sitting pretty at the moment. Everything that we're sort of bashing out, while we've got time, is sounding good. We'll hopefully have a record ready within the next 2 years.
That's not fast enough for me. I want it now.
No, but I really never gave much away there. So that's exactly what it was.
Okay, right. Okay. Well, enjoy the tour. Enjoy the session. Enjoy the Coldplay cover. Obviously, you're into doing covers. I know that you did a 1975 cover for music the other day.
Yeah, that was fun. That record kind of all stuck with us a lot from last year. It was quite an interesting pop record, and that tune was sort of a highlight of that from us. So we thought, yeah, we'll put our sort of stamp on it and see how it goes.
Well, I know that Sean from Drowned in Sound will be very disappointed you didn't do it for this session because he's a mad 1975 fan. You just have to put up with Coldplay, all right, Sean?
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Fatherson. Enjoy your session. Cheers.
Cheers.